Ever tried to quit a bad habit only to fail spectacularly? What if I told you the secret isn't more the willpower, but more discomfort? Discover the counterintuitive daily routines of a billionaire who embraced the uncomfortable to build an empire and that shatter personal plateaus. This isn't your typical productivity advice, it's a game changer. Most people think they fail because they are weak, because they don't have the discipline, because they can't stick to the routines, and that other people seem to follow effortlessly. What's the difference? But let's be honest with each other over here. Every year, millions of people make promises. I quit sugar, I start waking up early, I stop doom scrolling, I go to the gym. And by February, the same people quietly renegotiate those promises with themselves. Not because they are broken or they are sad, because they are human. And today, I want to dismantle the lie that your inability to quit a habit or start a new one is a reflection of your worth. It's not. You are not failing for the reason you think. So, what is that? Something deeper is happening over here, and it deserves our attention. So, 5 points which I'm covering with you. Number one, the cycle of quitting and regret. Have you seen this? Quitting a habit, especially a bad one, sounds simple on a paper, yet it puts you into a cycle. And what does cycle look like? Try, struggle, quit. Feel guilty, try harder, burn out, quit again. This cycle damages more than your plans. It damages your self respect. Because when we stop committing to ourselves, we feel like we don't feel worthy to ourselves. You start asking questions like, why can't I keep up? What is wrong with me? Why does my friend succeed while I stay stuck? And here's the uncomfortable truth: your strategies aren't flawed because you are flawed. They are flawed because they rely on motivation. Motivation has a span of bubble. Most people aren't failing at quitting, they fail how they approach to that change, how they reach out to change that habit. Habit change requires something most of us aren't taught about. What is that? That is discomfort. Number two, beyond motivation, the uncomfortable truth. So, as we talk about discomfort, we live in the world where success is sold as easy, aesthetic, and Instagram worthy. You see someone and you feel they are so successful. What about us? Perfect morning routines, clean green juices, workout and matching gym sets. Ah, sunlit work desk with calm playlist. Can you imagine any more? But I want to tell you a story without naming the person over here. This is a billionaire, and this billionaire was widely admired across the world. He was a quiet person. He is a quiet person. He's not very glamorous. He was kind of a yacht on Meridian Sea, you know, that time. People love to study their success, their books, their podcast, their frameworks. What else a person wants? But here's the part that rarely gets talked about. This billionaire lives a deeply uncomfortable life. Cold showers every morning, brutally early wake up hours, intentional fasting, zero entertainment on weekdays, walking meetings instead of boardrooms, and silence retreat. Minimalism that borders on monastic. Their success is not built on comfort. Their success is built on a daily contact with discomfort. Nobody can imagine that way, right? Having money is like just be restful, but living in discomfort, And that's the contract actually that changed everything for them. So, number three, the billionaire's discomfort toolkit. What exactly they used to do and why? Let's decode these uncomfortable routines for a moment. Let's start here. Number one, cold showers. Is it fun? No, not at all. But because their mind learns to obey the intention over the impulse. Another one, early mornings. Not because they love waking up at 4:30 or 5, right? But because they want to dominate the day instead of reacting to it. They know what they are doing. Interesting and powerful. Another one, strategic fasting or intentional fasting. Do they want to lose weight? Maybe or may not. But to train their biology to handle deprivation without panic. And that's where they can have a tolerance for it, right? Each of these practices works towards one central muscle. What is that? Absolutely true. This is resilience. Discomfort rewires the brain. When you willingly choose something that is hard every day, your tolerance for the stress increases, your emotional bandwidth expands, and your willpower stop leaking. But it should be intentional. If you know, it should not be a stress if it is intentional. Think of these as micro resistance training of your mind. Works, right? You don't need to fight the massive demands. You need to face the very, very small intentional ones every single day. And slowly, quitting the bad habits becomes easier because you have trained your mind to stay aligned, intentional. Number four, your personal play-to breakthrough. Everybody of us feels that way, right? So now let's turn the mirror towards you. Every person here have a comfort zone that looks harmless. Snoozing that alarm looks harmless. Scrolling through looks harmless. Snacking or binge eating, harmless, right? Avoiding conflict, no, no, no. I don't know anything. Harmless. Calling rest what actually is procrastination. Today is not the day. The mood is not there. Let's do it later. Harmless. Your plateau is not building for the fears. It's building from micro comforts that you didn't notice anymore. And these are micro comforts. If they are not discomfort, they are micro comforts, and that's the challenge. It's not a motivational challenge, but a psychological one. Choose one micro discomfort every single day. Nothing has to be dramatic. Start with what you resist the most. It could be anything. Taking a 2-minute cold shower in between the warm showers, that's how you can start. Walk without headphones. Say no when you mean no. Wake up 15 minutes earlier. Finish the task before checking your phone. Eat without watching something. Sit in silence for 3 minutes. Doable? Any one of them. These micro discomforts act like a lever. You apply pressure in a small way, and something large inside you begins to shift. And here's the real experiment. Track how your mind changes. Track your mind, how it is changing, not the habits that are changing. Because you will notice something very, very surprising over here. You became less reactive, less impulsive, less emotionally scattered because you are working on your mind. You feel yourself growing sturdier from the inside out. Fifth one, redefining failure and success. What do you mean by failure and success? Put in the comments. I want to rewrite this narrative once for all. You didn't fail to quit sugar, cigarettes, toxic relationships, late night scrolling, or anything which is too clingy to yourself. You fail to tolerate the discomfort that quitting demands. Am I right? And that's not a flaw, it's a skill. Everything, quitting is a skill, gaining habit is a skill. That skill is everything which can be taught. Success, on the other hand, is not an absence of discomfort. It's just a willingness to walk forward without collapsing. So basically, if you learn how to practice, how to be comfortable with the discomfort, that is your success. The people you admire, entrepreneurs, athletes, artists, billionaires, they are not superhumans. They are very simply building a friendship with discomfort that rest of the world avoids. So the next time you say, I failed, don't say that. Say instead, I need to grow my discomfort muscle. I need to increase my success muscle's value. That one sentence can rewrite your entire life because sustainable transformation isn't glamorous. It's gritty, repetitive, uncomfortable, boring. But to be boring, you have to practice. Same thing again and again. And the truth is very simple. If your comfort builds stress, ev- everyone would be like getting away from comfort. But if a comfort builds success, everybody would have it. If the discomfort built failure, everybody would be running away, right? Discomfort is a path, training, and breakthrough. My final invitation for you in 2026 would be don't chase the discomfort as a part of comfort. Chase that practice. Chase that thing which is beyond motivation. Chase that thing that is time, that is respecting what you have committed to yourself. Chase this small daily discomfort that makes your mind stronger than your impulses. Because once discomfort stops scaring you, quitting the habit that hold you back becomes the easiest decision of your life. Thank you.